Uncle Go Clip.
Tell me, how did your self-development journey start, and where did you kind of realize that, oh, I need to start working on myself?
Hmm. Yeah, I like what you said earlier. I mean, you need to hustle, and you need to to have the grit and hustle and keep going for it. Um, so to answer your question, in my journey started 10 years ago, pretty much exactly, with an NLP weekend. I so neuro linguistic programming weekend. I had a friend who went to one of those weekend, and I don't know, we had a beer, and it was like, man, I went to this weekend. It was amazing. They talk about the communication and all that sort of thing, but in a very different way. Like how your brain work and stuff. And thought, wow, cool. That sounds quite interesting. I've always been kind of like good generally around people and stuff, and I was like, oh, that would be interesting to deconstruct the articulation of what I'm doing good, to do more of that, to understand the building blocks, the principles that underpin that, right? So I went for this weekend. This weekend led me on to doing an NLP practitioner. So I took 1 week off work, and instead of traveling and going far on this planet, I went far on my brain. I was not anticipating that. I was like, literally, I was thinking of learning about how you communicate with people. That was probably done in the first half day of the first day, or the first day. And then it's like, shit, now there are 6 days. What are we going to learn? So you learn about hypnotherapy. You learn about something called the Gestalt. You learn about all those sorts of concepts that's the NLP brings. And in that time, a name from the guy was thrown a couple times by the name of Tony Robbins. And I thought, oh shit, that's quite interesting. So if the name is came a few times, and starting like looking at the guy, and it's like, wow, he has written books and blah blah blah. So I started reading his book, and like, oh shit, this is really amazing. And then I went in 2013 to one of Tony Robbins' event. And for those who listen or the news, who walked on fire and stuff, and I really enjoyed the experience. It was 4 days. We were about 8,000 in Excel in London, and it was just like mind blowing. You come out of it like as a lion. You're like, I'm going to eat the world. I'm going to like kind of like make a change to this planet, and I'm going to go for my dream and purpose and all that. And I would say that has helped me, and that has pushed me and drive me for, say, 5 good years. And well, I kept on reading, learning, developing, traveling, all these sorts of things. I love discovering and getting information and really developing myself. And so then in 2018, I was like, oh, you know what? I would fancy going back to UPW again. So under Unleash the Power Within, which is Tony Robbins' event. And I didn't. And I was like, oh, CDU, you should have gone. And I went in 2019, so last year. And then last year last year what I did, yeah. So I went to UPW, and at the end I was like, okay, so you did that about 6 years ago. If you want to move further, do you just stick there, or do you do more? And I subscribe to, I would say that, to answer back to your question, my personal development has been skyrocketed over the last 18 months. Because so at that point, I was like, am I staying there, or am I really kind of like putting myself in a more challenging environment, and do something in a different way? And I subscribed to another Tony Robbins event. And then I went to Tenerife for 8 days with 500 amazing souls last August. and in that training it was about life and about wealth, and this is how then I went on to other training like for the rest of the year, and this is where I went to the Millionaire Mindset Intensive, where I was like, okay, so I did the Tony Robbins one. Let's do the Harvecker because I've heard about it, and let's see how it compares. And I mean, it was not even like an idea of comparing. Like, let's see what else I can learn from it. So last year, in a way, 2019 I've been a yes man. I've been, okay, give me intel, give me things to chew, give me more. Which I don't think we've ever stopped. But so I took a lot on. I started as well to be coached in November, which I love. The experience is just an amazing journey. And I'm now kind of like training to become a coach. I'm developing a website and a brand called My Growth Mastery, and I will come and maybe do a podcast with you at some point.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.